All right, gather round. I have a story that'll send chills down your spine and keep you up at night. It all happened to my friend Mark, who discovered something truly sinister about an old mirror he bought at a flea market. Mark was excited. He found this vintage mirror, its ornate frame covered in dust, but something about it drew him in. "It'll look perfect in my living room," he said. But the old vendor warned him, "Be careful with that one. It has a history." Naturally, Mark laughed it off, thinking it was just a sales tactic. Once home, he hung the mirror proudly. At first, it was just a lovely addition to his decor, but soon, strange things began to happen. He noticed shadows moving behind him when he stood in front of it. Little things at first. A flicker of movement in the corner of his eye. A chill in the air. Then came the whispers. Late at night, when everything was still, he'd hear soft voices calling his name, echoing from the mirror. "Mark, Mark." They sounded pleading, almost desperate. He tried to ignore it, convincing himself he was just tired, but sleep eluded him. One night, the whispers turned into a cacophony, a chorus of voices begging for help. Terrified, Mark confronted the mirror, demanding to know what it wanted. And that's when he saw her, a figure standing just behind him in the glass. A woman, her face pale and twisted in agony, staring back at him with eyes filled with sorrow. "Help me," she mouthed, her voice a chilling whisper that sent ice through his veins. He felt a compulsion to reach out, to touch the mirror. Just as his fingers brushed against the surface, everything went black. When he awoke, he was lying on the floor. The mirror now shimmered with an unnatural light, and the room felt colder than ever. In its reflection, he saw that the woman was gone, but something was different. Instead of his own reflection, he saw a dark figure standing where he had been. It wore a familiar smile. Mark stumbled back, heart racing. "What the hell is happening?" he gasped. The figure in the mirror began to step forward, its smile widening as it whispered, "You wanted to help. Now you'll join me." Just before it could reach him, Mark turned and fled the room. But as he dashed down the hallway, he realized something horrifying. The whispers had stopped, replaced by a chilling silence. The house was empty, yet he could feel its presence behind him, following his every move. And then, the lights flickered, and Mark found himself back in front of the mirror, staring into the depths of its darkness. "I'll help you," he breathed. But before he could say another word, the mirror cracked, and the dark figure lunged forward. To be continued.